affect the craft as much. That's what that is for. That is for. I hope that answered your question. That was a great question, so I wanted to get it in stream because it was completely relevant to what I was looking at. But let's go ahead and go for a deorbit. And I believe, how much Delta V do we have? 1876. This could actually go to Duna if we wanted it to. Where's the KSC? Okay, the KSC is in sunlight. So we basically want to spend 1800 meters per second of Delta V falling down on the KSC. So I'm just going to put a node right here, add maneuver, get rid of that. And I'm just going to go retrograde for like 1800 meters per second of Delta V and see what that gets me. Let's do 15 so we have a little bit of powered landing ability. Actually, let's just do, yeah, let's do 15. I think I can do the rest of it live. This is going to be hard to do, honestly. Alright, Kerbin's going to rotate. I'm going to go there. Let's just go ahead and time warp because we're short on time. We've got to get over to KSP TV because they expect me there. So much stuff to do. So much stuff to do. Today I learned you can do RCS Fine Control Ride Car. That is exactly right. That is RCS Fine Control. It also works for Pitch On Roll. Also works for Pitch On Roll. 9, 8, 7. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see here. There we go. Let me go ahead and point retrograde because that's how we get out of orbit. This is a very aggressive way to retro orbit. Don't do it this way normally. I am just getting rid of wasted fuel. I'm getting rid of fuel that I don't need. I've got good clearance from the station. I'm not going to hit it, which is good. This is way too far, so we're going to need to drag this node way the heck up here. Something like that, I would believe. I'm just going to guess. I know that the KSC is down there. Somewhere down there. I sang that in 5th grade. Anyways, now we're going to burn for 1 minute and 15 seconds. So the half of that is going to be 16. That's 38 seconds. When I get down to T minus 38 seconds, I'll just do a quick mental burn calculation there. That is 38 seconds. That means it's time to go full throttle and waste some fuel. So as we do this, I actually want to go to my atmospheric trajectories mod and turn it on. I know I'm doing this very quickly. Ooh, that already has us. Drink! I got a drink right now. I am just going to burn retrograde. Forget the node. I'm just going to burn retrograde until I hit the KSC. So we're really just wasting Delta V right here. This is not an efficient way to deorbit. I'm going to land with chutes, and I can't have all the weight in the craft. I should have just pumped the fuel into the station, I guess, but whatever. That would require thinking ahead, and I do this live. I should have just pumped it into the space station. Yeah, but Cantam, we're deorbiting with chutes. And the chutes will not work if we have too much weight on the craft. So I'm basically just burning a lot of excess weight out, is all that I'm doing right now. And I'm just going to burn until that X is right like that. And it definitely looks like I need to burn south a little bit. So let's orient ourselves, not north, anti-north. Anti-north like this. And go ahead and burn to the south. And that is going to put me right there at the KSC. That looks like a winner chicken dinner. Fair point on the chutes. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was wasting the fuel. What I should have done is pump the fuel in the station. Pump the fuel. Snorlax, of course I remember you. So that right there, the atmosphere trajectory mod is telling me I am going to enter the atmosphere right there. When I enter the atmosphere, I'm going to fall down in a line like that. And the fact that I am falling down, actually my terminal velocity, look at that, that's backwards. The orbit is actually more aggressive than the blue line. Or the blue line's more aggressive than the orbit, I guess, because the terminal velocity will cause the planet to rotate out from under me. That is actually really cool. I've never done that before, but that's how it works. We're going to hit terminal velocity down there, and we will not follow the orbit. We will fall slower than the orbit thinks. Can't you just dump most of the fuel? In one epic, no, you have to burn it. There's not a way to dump it. French fries, so we have lots of interesting places. Interesting places to go. How well does it glide? We're basically going to be going straight down, like a dart. And then we're going to turn at the last second and pop the chutes, so we won't have to worry too much about the lift that we have. And it is just about time. Let me make sure KSPTV knows I'm coming. Let me make sure that they know I'm going. There we go. Alright, so we just need to do this pretty fast. Let's go ahead and time warp till we get way down there. We'll do it from this screen because it's more interesting. I need to look prograde. There is prograde, and I just need to fall down at the KSC right like this. And I'm actually going to go a little low. I'm actually going to go just a little bit low in case I'm getting any lift from these parts. In fact, if we knife through, the lift won't actually affect us. So this is a very, very aggressive deorbit. And I'm going to rotate this way. A very aggressive deorbit. Jeez, oh Pete, if you have deadly reentry, don't do this. There, we're getting shock effects. I like how we're coming down, though. I do like how we're coming down. Altitude 7. Altitude 6. Altitude's 5. Altitude is now 4. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and rotate, orient, and pop chutes. Right? Like... That's not the chutes. That's the chutes right there. Right like that. So we have chutes. Let's make sure we also have gear. Pretty cool, pretty cool. That'll do, pig. That'll definitely do. And if we wanted to be ornery about it, we could orient such that we are going to land on the runway. Don't try this at home. Then we're going to want to orient it onto the runway just like a regular plane. And it is time for us now, folks, to be going over to KSP TV. I will, because of this, I will scroll back through my chat and I will answer some of my questions from my channel on KSP TV. But that right there was a direct orbital rendezvous and a deorbit back to KSC. Everybody who's asking about my runway, that's my hard mode. Everybody else disables F5. I blow up half my runway and take off on that. Just kidding. Welcome home, Gav. Good job, Cadet. Insolent as well. Guys, good job. You have landed back on the runway at KSC. We can now recover this vessel. We'll put you back into act. Look at Gav. He's doing a jig, man. He's doing a jig. Well done, me. I mean, Das. Little does Gav know the controls were turned off. The buttons don't actually do anything. Let's recover the vessel. And it is now time. It is now time for me to switch channels. It is now time for me to switch channels. Whew. So what we are going to do, I am going to turn off my own channel right here. What you are going to do, you are going to raid KSP TV. What that means is that you are going to click on this link, KSP TV, right like that, and you're going to come over there with me. It's not a raid, it's a migration. It's a migration. Come on over to KSP TV. I'm going to keep on streaming. This is just my time slot on Thursday nights to stream on KSP TV. And so I am going to have you come over here, and you are going to say Das Migration. Das Migration. Right like that. Go ahead and switch. Go ahead and switch. Come on over to KSP TV. I appreciate you hanging out with here with me. I'm not dumb streaming. I'm just supposed to be on another channel right now. In fact, I don't... Maybe I should just go to KSP TV mode and they can continue the host. That might make more sense. Save us some time. Actually keep us a lot of viewers, I guess. But let's go ahead and do the migration. My stream is going to turn off. Just for a second. I'm going to switch my settings and I'm going to start streaming on KSP TV. So go to KSP TV. I am going to be watching, I guess so. I'm going to be streaming on KSP TV. This is my mod night to test some mods. And I am going to be doing remote tech and antenna range tonight. I have no clue what I'm doing. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. But everybody come over to KSP TV, and watch me. Because I am going to keep streaming. Same DOS face, just a different channel. Yeah, I'll take care of that. I can take care of that over on KSP TV. Alright, KSP TV is hosting Das Valdez. Let me switch. I'm going to turn off. I'm going to turn right back on. Don't go anywhere, please. Don't go anywhere. So let me do the stop streaming. Oh yeah, there's going to be some commercials too. Don't worry about the commercials.